And welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Bart, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
It's Tuesday. It seems like Monday.
It sure does.
53 degrees after, I think, a pretty nice Memorial Day, but a chilly overall weekend. Today, it's warming up. We should see a high of 71, but windy, gusts as high as 23 miles an hour.
Let's take a look outside. Very, very nice. Are we going to see a touch of rain? Or no rain?
It's
Good.
just going to be cloudy today.
Good. It's going to be beautiful tonight for the Selby track meet. Thanks to Hometown Heating and Cooling. And more, visit heatandcoolwithus.com. We have we'll be doing the Selby track meet tonight. One of the best events in Jackson. We're looking forward to that. The area's best track and field athletes will compete over at Withington Stadium tonight.
Field events start at 4:30,
yes.
track events at 6, and it's a long night. There's 18 schools participating.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, and the top 10, 11, 12 in each event will be participating, so there will be heat, so it's going to be a long...
Yeah, but it's great though. You can find out how good you are against, people in your own neighborhood before you go compete at the state level.
True.
Very true.
How was your Memorial weekend?
It was nice. I brought a few photos. We did our annual Traverse City getaway, but it was cold this year, so we were inside most of the time. Ella brought her friend Ava, who travels with us occasionally, and we had a wonderful time. We went to a couple nice restaurants.
That looks like a nice
It
restaurant.
does look like a nice restaurant. Look at that. Old people with their glasses.
Very rare sighting of Andy at a bookstore.
I spent so much time in New Horizon Books. I love that bookstore.
It's just Horizon,
Are
not
you-
New Horizon.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think it's something else. It's Horizon Books.
Horizon Books.
Okay, Horizon Books. This was Ava's wallet and purse for the trip. She had a plastic bag.
How to identify a tourist?
Oh my gosh, and I was worried she was going to lose it the whole time, but she didn't, and she spent all but 47 cents.
Wow. Well, that's nice. Her parents gave her $12.
No, they didn't. They gave her like 1,000. My in-laws ordered DoorDash.
Oh.
This is the Peace, Love, and Little Donuts.
Yeah.
100 donuts. 100 they ordered.
Wow.
Guess how many extra we had? 50. But we had a good time, and well, we were back here yesterday for the beautiful weather. So, yeah. How about you? What'd you do?
Just hung around, enjoyed the beauty of Jackson.
Very nice.
Yeah, I went on a bike ride
Oh,
yesterday.
nice.
Yeah.
Good.
You know what I saw?
What?
The Red Schoolhouse. Have you seen it? The talk of the town.
Oh, I didn't know we were talking about anything that might have controversy. First of all, let me tell you something, Bart, and I don't know how popular this statement might be. I like it red.
You know, it just...
I don't want, and listen, if it's supposed to be white, fine. I like it red. It looks good red.
I think it looks great.
Which color do you prefer?
I like the red.
Really?
I mean, it stands out. You know, everything else is white down Farm Lane. And
Pull that. Could we have another shot of that? Actually, it's interesting. I drive by this every day. It's you notice it now that it's painted
Yeah.
red.
Well, it's the Dibble Schoolhouse. It actually was a schoolhouse.
Yeah.
It was Dibble, and there are people that remember it being white. There are people that remember it being red. So
I remember going on a field trip to Ella Sharp and it being red. But people will say that that's not true.
no, it's not.
Are you sure?
It's always been white at Ella.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Oh, it looks great.
I mean, it's,
Speaking of Ella Sharp, you're invited to a picnic on Farm Lane, Bart, and that is coming up in just a couple short days.
Thursday?
You're invited. Yeah, it'll be this Thursday. Ella's picnic on Farm Lane from 4 to 7, and it's free to the community.
Notice all the butterflies?
I do.
They have a new butterfly space with
Really?
one of Drushel's butterflies.
Drushel, yeah.
Drushel's.
Jeff, yeah, he's awesome.
Jeff Drushel's butterflies. So they've got butterfly benches, butterfly sculpture, butterfly plants, and little butterflies. So
Yeah, it's this Thursday, so check that out. We had a chance to go to the MLK Business Resource Fair. And if the gentlemen are ready upstairs, we're going to take you out there, show you a quick clip. I'm here with Kira Coakley, and we're at the Martin Luther King Center here in Jackson, Michigan, and this is a business resource fair. All types of different businesses here today. Tell us a little bit about this program and what's going on today.
So what's going on today is that we, of course, are hosting this resource fair to introduce the resources that are available for small businesses to tap into. So if they're looking to create their business plan, we have a provider here to assist them with that. If they don't even have a business and are looking to start a business and need to register their LLC or receive an EIN, we have the SDBC here who offers assistance for those services for free. We also have the financial institutions here from Flagstar Bank, American Credit One, and Huntington Bank that's here. If you need additional capital, you can reach out to them for lending. We want to make this organic as possible because we're launching our next entrepreneurial fund application for the south side of Jackson. And we wanted to make sure the resources that are here to assist them in their journey in being successful as a business owner right after receiving those grant funds from them, if they should qualify.
I love that, introducing folks in the community to potential business partners that they will need, because it's not just get the grant money and then go. There's more to it, and you want to continue to help these businesses grow and thrive.
Absolutely. That's the goal here, is to make sure that they're thriving, but also making the community thrive right along with them. So it's not just about assisting the businesses. We also want these communities in Jackson to thrive, and without our small business, we cannot be a thriving community. So that's why we're making sure these resources are here so they can thrive and the communities can continue to thrive.
Here with Kira Coakley at the Martin Luther King Center for the MLK CIA Business Resource Fair. It was a nice event.
It was
a very nice
yeah,
event.
great food too. Did you stay up and watch the NBA?
I did. I sure did.
The last 8 seconds took about a half hour.
I know, it was unbelievable. Yeah, I thought if you're up, you're complaining. But you're right, it would not stop.
No.
There were timeouts, there were reviews, there were free throws, and then there were missed threes.
The Thunder took Game 4.
Yeah, they did. I think that series is just about over.
Do you think those players actually live in Oklahoma City?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's very nice areas.
Today is the start of the Scripps National Spelling Bee, the 100th. Wow, the 100th. So I thought for today, as the spelling bee gets underway, how you would do in the spelling bee. So I'm not going to ask you to spell anything. I'm just going to ask you,
Thank God.
tell me, out of these commonly misspelled words, which ones are spelled correctly and which ones are spelled incorrectly?
Okay.
Cemetery. Cemetery.
Why are you looking at me right in my eyes, Brandon?
This is an easy one.
Please no help
That
from
is
the
wrong.
audience.
That is wrong.
Cemetery is correct. Gauge. Check
That's-
the tire gauge.
I want to say it's wrong, but I'm thinking it's wrong. Is that
It's-
wrong?
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
Okay,
It's wrong. Irresistible.
that's wrong.
That's correct. It's irresistible with an I. I-B-I-L.
Yeah, correctly wrong. I was correct.
Occurrence. Occurrence.
I think that's right.
It is right.
Yeah.
Truly. And not the
What are they
drink.
laughing at up there? Like,
There's a clue that gives you the answer.
oh,
If you look close.
oh, I see. All right, thank you. Wrong. That's very
That
good.
is right. It is wrong.
Thank you.
And lastly, vicious.
See, I was gonna say vicious was spelled
Yeah.
correctly,
Red line,
but now that I know that there's a clue,
yeah.
I'll say it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
What was the clue?
The red line underneath them.
Oh.
Yes. I didn't see it at first.
Well, they put clues in it.
How'd that happen?
Huh, that's weird.
I didn't know Photoshop did that. Amazing.
You know, that's what happens.
Thank you, Brandon.
It's autocorrect. when the graphic was put together, autocorrected the wrong spelling.
I can't believe I got that first one wrong.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
I think everyone at this point has seen the news from the Parlor, which is wild. New owner went on Facebook Live the other day, talk about that they had found something left from the previous renter
In the garage.
in the garage.
Not in the parlor.
No, of course not. In a garage, in a warehouse, in a space where the lady that had been renting it had just left a bunch of stuff, and he had given her months and months to clean this thing out, and she hadn't. And I think finally someone tipped him off. Someone knew that there were dogs in this cooler, and of course he called the police and animal control. I feel so bad for the owner of the Parlor dealing, like, what are we
Yeah.
talking about? It's crazy. Shout out to him for trying to get the word out about
Being
everything.
upfront about
yeah,
it.
trying to let everyone know what's going on. I mean, and it sounds like it's the woman who was responsible is the same woman that is responsible for that dead goat in the jar at Sweet Scoops. Or no, is it Sweet Scoops? I don't want to say the wrong names. Is it? I don't know the name of it. But the one over by Ichiban restaurant. So, and this lady is a dog groomer. So, at some point, I think there'll be a story here. So, hopefully, we'll figure that out. But, yeah, feel bad for the owners of the Parlor constantly dealing with things while they try and bring back a Jackson Jam.
Yes, best wishes. The gentleman is investing a lot in bringing back
Yeah.
Jackson Coney.
Yeah, Jackson-
Parlor.
yeah,
I mean,
Coney.
these are, you
Yeah.
know, icons of the community.
Right. Absolutely.
Yesterday, Memorial Day, and, you know, I noticed a lot of people saying Happy Memorial Day, and it's not,
Yeah, I don't think
you,
I don't think you say Happy Memorial.
we don't say
Day.
Happy Memorial
No,
Day.
I don't
But it was a very nice Memorial Day because we had a lot of observances honoring our nation's war dead right here in Jackson. And they included the Jackson Memorial Day Parade, but it's actually not a parade, it's a procession. And Kevin Krieger,
There's Kev right there.
his swan song, his final appearance as the director of the Parkside Band. And a nice turnout lining Greenwood Avenue as people processed to Mount Evergreen Cemetery, where flags adorning the graves of veterans all throughout. And it's amazing how many veterans are buried.
Thousands.
Yeah, yep. And a lot of participation by all the various Jackson County veterans groups. Thank you for your service. And a great ceremony afterwards. And then in Spring Arbor, this tends to be a little bit more of a festive type
Yes. Yes.
parade.
This is a great parade, by
It
the way.
is, yeah. We had 3 bands, Western, Concord, and Lumen Christi.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
And I think with the demise of the Rose Parade, bands are looking for more parades to march in.
And I have enjoyed this parade. They throw candy at this parade.
They do, lots of
And
it.
I appreciate it. There's Ricky Wrecker and his big old thing that he's got. Jeez. You know, a lot of people didn't know that the actual sheriff could get on the horse, but he
Yes,
can.
He can. Well, he's, you know, from Horton, so he can ride a
Yeah,
horse.
that's absolutely true. Sheriff Schutte on the horse.
And he had a passenger.
Yeah,
What
he
do they call?
did.
Do they call them passengers?
A rider,
Rider.
passenger. I'd like to welcome new advertiser to JTV, College Chevrolet.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks to Norm Simpson and the crew out at College Chevrolet. We're going to be excited to bring you the College Chevrolet pregame show for high school football this year. So watch for that. Very
Yes.
excited to have them.
Yeah, thanks to the Godfrey brothers, Kyle and Wally, and Norm Simpson. Great place,
Yeah,
right there off 121 in Albion.
Absolutely.
And you know what? They
and Norm's from Jackson.
Norm's from Jackson.
Yeah.
Free oil change for veterans.
What?
Yeah,
That's
how
awesome.
about that? And,
cool.
Norm is a U.S. Marine.
That is right. Yeah, that is right. Love living in Jackson. I love living here because of Well, this is an easy one for me, Brandon, because I'm on the board of directors at the Dahlem. And we invite you to check out the Dahlem Center. Enjoy the beauty of nature at the John and Mary Dahlem Environmental Education Center. Colorful gardens, lush forests, flower-studded grasslands, rolling meadows, marshes, ponds, over 300 acres. Summer Outdoor Adventure Day Camp signups are open for registration right now. You can visit dahlemcenter.org. Thanks to Heather and her team. And if you'd like to make a donation to the Dahlem, I could gladly accept that and get it to Hannah for you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You
Yes.
got the donations too when you first started walking in the
Yes,
trail.
absolutely.
The donation box, people
Yeah.
could just drop a couple
Drop
bucks.
a couple bucks
Yeah.
in, you know, you go out and use the trails and drop a couple bucks in.
Yesterday, the Michigan Shakespeare Festival announced there will be no Michigan Shakespeare Festival this summer.
Is that the one where all the cars are parked on the grass?
It was years ago. It started in 1995 as an outdoor summer event at Elishar Park. It was at the time called the Jackson Shakespeare Festival, became the Michigan Shakespeare Festival, eventually moving indoors and then moving out of town for half the performances, then all the performances, but no performances this year. Have you been on 94 lately?
Yeah.
There's some big billboards that say no cigars at Metro Airport.
Really?
Yeah, Metro Airport wants to put in a cigar lounge.
I think they should.
Really?
Why not? Well, what? Why not?
They are the opposed say no. This is the secondhand smoke.
Well, I don't like this necessarily. I mean, I don't necessarily want to sit next to someone on a plane that's just finished a cigar, but
no.
I don't think that this will interfere with anyone else's traveling.
The Wayne County Airport Authority is moving forward, and they are not being dissuaded by the billboard campaign. Who's on the show today?
Well, I had a lot to get to still. We were going to talk about the downfall of Wendy's, but we'll have to wait till tomorrow. We have a wonderful show lined up. We're going to get things started with Christy Nealis and Linda Miles from Da Vinci. They're celebrating 30 years. And join us right after this break.